Day 7 of the ongoing 2026 FIFA World Cup. Gave us a lot of actions, starting off with Portugal's game against the Democratic Republic of Congo, aka DR Congo, where we saw a game that finished 1-1 between the two countries. Portugal opened the scoring early in the 6th minute through João Neves, who headed in a fantastic cross into the back of the net. But the DR Congo equalized just before halftime, and João Visa became the first ever goal scorer at the World Cup for the country. That we are the 1974 version of the FIFA World Cup, but then they were represented as Zaire, not as what we know now as the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the game, the major story of the game, of course, especially following the performances of Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, and Erling Haaland in the previous day, was the absence of Cristiano Ronaldo basically from the game, from the field of play. Well, you can make of that whatever you wish, whatever you want, because I see it from the point of view where so many of those creative players in the Portuguese national team simply did not turn up on the day. Bruno Fernandes created the most chances in Europe's top 5 league last season in the club, for his club, Manchester United. But I can't remember any meaningful opportunity he created yesterday for Ronaldo. And that was the story of the game. Missed chances, opportunities missed. And to be fair, DR Congo probably deserved more than they got from that game because they had a lot of good chances to punish Portugal for their indecisive nature. But of course, it's just the first game, and Portugal started off with just a single point. The second game of the day was between England and Croatia, a game that had a very, very good number of goals scored in it. As a matter of fact, 6 goals, England winning 4-2. First half, back-to-back, end-to-end between the two countries. Croatia equalizing, England scoring, and all of that. Back-to-back, Harry Kane scored the penalty to open the scoring. And of course, Croatia equalized. And again, Harry Kane with a header this time around to put England 2-1 up. And they thought they would go into halftime with that lead, but no. Croatia equalized just in the nick of time to take the game square into the halftime. But when that game resumed in the second half, the difference between the two teams basically told itself, because immediately it started 2 minutes into the second half. Jude Bellingham scored the third goal for England, and from then on, Croatia looked like a beaten team. They looked tired, they looked weary, and eventually Marcus Rashford wrapped up the points for England by scoring the first goal towards the end of the game. And of course, that was not the end of the action yesterday and early this morning, because we also saw a game between Ghana and Panama, where Ghana snatched the victory in the 95th minute at the very, very end of that game. And for the Ghanaians, for the Black Stars of Ghana, they've started off with a win, which is definitely a positive. And they were just the second African country to start off with a win at this World Cup, following the feat achieved as well by the Ivory Coast. For Ghana, that puts them second in the table behind England by goals difference, and their next game will be against the Trey Lions, which will go a long way in deciding who tops that group. And of course, the final game of match day 7 or day 7 at the ongoing FIFA World Cup saw Colombia beat Uzbekistan by 3-1. Uzbekistan making their first appearance at the FIFA World Cup, put up a good performance, coached, of course, by Italian great Fabio Cannavaro. But the power or the firepower possessed by Colombia made sure it told on the end of the day, because Daniel Munoz started off the scoring for Colombia and equalized. Uzbekistan equalized, but eventually Luis Diaz scored and provided an assist on his first World Cup appearance, which is which makes him the first ever player in Colombia's history to do that. Even the great James Rodriguez did not do what Luis Diaz did yesterday. And that was the action from day 7 at the ongoing FIFA World Cup, which produced a lot of goals in it. Today, and looking forward, we'll start round 2 from Group A all over again. And of course, you keep your locks here to make sure you get all the feelings from the ongoing FIFA World Cup here on DOTT TV, as you always do. I remain Anthony Uche, and thank you for watching.
Amazon from Harrison. That is a massive world record.